All right, welcome to the deep dive. Today we're going to be taking a deep dive into SaaS marketing in 2025.
Yeah.
Now, if you use any kind of software that has, a subscription model,
Right.
and let's face it, that's most of us these days.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Everything from, your streaming services to like that project management tool you use at work.
Yeah.
Understanding how these companies actually get us to sign up, attract us and keep us as users, it's really valuable. I mean, it's kind of like peeking behind the curtain of how these digital tools, the ones we rely on daily, actually, operate. And you don't even have to be like a tech expert to get it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think our goal today is to really be laser focused. We have this really insightful article called What is SaaS Marketing? How to Do It Right in 2025. And we're going to unpack the core strategies, the ideas in it, and hopefully you walk away really understanding, what makes marketing for software as a service unique, and more importantly, what makes it effective in this crazy digital world we're living in.
Okay, let's unpack this thing. So for anyone just tuning in, what exactly is SaaS marketing? Like, how would you explain that?
SaaS marketing, well, in the simplest terms, it's all about promoting, digitally promoting and generating interest in software that you access online, through a subscription. Think cloud-based tools that solve very specific problems for businesses. That's really the sweet spot.
Right. So it's not like you're buying a box with software in it. It's more like you're renting access to it online.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know what? That leads to kind of a fundamental challenge.
What's that?
When you're not selling a physical product, right? Something tangible, something you can hold.
Yeah.
You need to demonstrate its worth constantly,
Oh, yeah.
showing the value. And a lot of that happens through updates, adding new features, constantly improving the software. So marketing has to keep up with that.
So it's not like you just have one ad campaign and you're done.
Yeah.
You constantly have to be evolving.
Oh, absolutely. It's a very dynamic space.
So the article really emphasizes this idea that SaaS marketing, it's B2B, right? Business to business.
Yeah.
But it's got its own unique flavor.
It really does.
So what are those key ingredients? What are those things that make it different from just, general B2B marketing? Because, but understanding this can help you, the listener, make sense of how these companies, how they actually work.
Yeah. For sure. It's businesses selling to other businesses, sure.
Right.
But there are some key differences. Like we touched on it already, the lack of a physical product. That's a big one.
Yeah.
So marketers have to get really creative. Instead of focusing on, physical attributes, they have to showcase the benefits.
Right.
What the software does, the results, the outcomes it delivers. That's the focus.
So it's not like a glossy photo of a product. It's more like, visuals of increased productivity, streamlined workflows, that sort of thing.
That's it, exactly. Then you have the whole targeting aspect, effective SaaS marketing, especially when you use something like ABM, account-based marketing.
Okay.
It focuses on really identifying and reaching the decision makers within a company.
So you're not just blasting it out to everybody. You're really trying to target the specific people who are going to make the buying decision.
Often, yeah. Although, the article mentions inbound strategies can actually work really well, too, to attract a wider range of people within the organization. But a major difference is it's the intense focus on customer churn.
Right.
Because, with SaaS, it's all those recurring subscriptions.
Why? Got to keep them coming back?
Keeping customers happy, keeping them engaged for the long haul. That's absolutely crucial. It's not just about that initial sign up.
Gotcha.
Think about a gym membership. If people keep canceling, the model just doesn't work.
Right. If people aren't seeing the value, they're going to stop paying.
Precisely. And you know what? That actually connects to another key difference. SaaS often has these longer sales cycles.
Okay.
Compared to, some other B2B transactions. Because it's a significant investment, right? It integrates deeply into how a company works.
Right.
The whole decision process takes time. So the marketing content, it needs to guide potential customers through that entire journey.
So it's less of a quick transaction. It's more of a building a relationship kind of thing.
It is, yeah. Yeah, rarely a quick win, And another interesting point the article brings up is the rise of, what they call product-led growth.
Okay.
And it's fascinating. For some of those less expensive SaaS offerings, the product itself can be the best marketing tool.
What do you mean?
Think about free trials. Basic versions that users can just pick up, start using,
Right.
and experience the value without even talking to a salesperson.
Yeah, like those free tiers you see with a lot of software where you get the basic functionality, then you have to pay to unlock, more features.
Precisely. And, the SaaS market, it's so dynamic. There's always something new popping up.
Right.
So marketers have to constantly make sure their materials are up to date, highlighting how the product stands out.
Yeah, the landscape's always shifting.
Oh, absolutely. Constantly arriving. And finally, I think we need to mention tiered pricing.
Okay.
It's common in SaaS. The cost depends on how many users you have, the features you need.
Mm-hmm.
So marketers have to be really clear about this.
Right.
Upfront communication about pricing is key. No one likes hidden costs.
Transparency with the money is important. Okay, so we've established SaaS marketing. It's its own thing.
It is.
It's a different beast. Now, this article, it gives us 10 key strategies for actually doing it right in 2025.
Yeah.
And these, I think, are the actionable insights that you, as the listener, can be on the lookout for.
Absolutely.
In the market. So let's dive into these strategies. The first one, it's about becoming a subject matter expert. What does that mean for a SaaS company?
So think about a SaaS company's online presence as more than just like a brochure. It's about positioning your website as a go-to resource in your industry.
Right.
We're talking valuable blog posts that offer genuine insights, hosting podcasts like we're doing now,
Right.
that explore key industry trends, producing videos that show solutions,
Right.
developing comprehensive guides that tackle the pain points that your ideal customer is facing.
Okay.
Instead of just like generic create high-quality blog posts, think about doing original research, presenting data-backed insights specific to your little corner of the world.
So you're really establishing yourself as like a thought leader. You're the person people go to for this specific information.
Exactly. This explains why you see so many SaaS companies giving away like seemingly free content.
Okay.
It's central to their strategy. They attract potential customers who are actively searching for solutions.
Right.
By giving them value.
Makes sense.
No strings attached.
So let's say like you're a cybersecurity SaaS company. You wouldn't just talk about your product. You would give insights into the latest threats, or the best practices for data protection. You'd be the go-to resource for that.
Yeah, exactly. And it builds trust, right?
It does, yeah.
Like you know what you're talking about.
Okay, strategy number 2. Create great videos. Why is video so powerful right now in the SaaS world?
Well, the article mentions a huge percentage of customers prefer watching a video to learn about a product or a service.
Right.
And for something like software, something intangible, video can be so powerful, showing how it works, making it feel less abstract. We've all clicked on those like short explainer videos.
Right, to figure out how a new app works.
Exactly. So the article suggests sharing those short, engaging snippets on LinkedIn, embedding videos in blog posts, creating FAQ series on YouTube.
Sorry?
They actually highlight Cognism, this company, their unboring video campaign. It was so successful. They boosted engagement, even SEO. More people were finding their pages.
Yeah, unboring is a good way to put it. I mean, it's about making even complex stuff, engaging, interesting.
Digestible.
Right.
That's the key.
Okay, number 3 is get social. But it's more than just, posting updates, right? What does that really mean?
Way more. It's about genuine interaction. The content should encourage engagement. We're talking likes, shares, comments, even direct messages.
Right.
The more your potential customers see you as trustworthy, as a source of value, the more likely you are to attract those, inbound leads.
So it's a two-way street. It's not just you broadcasting your message out. You're actually having conversations with people.
Exactly. Share insightful tips, snippets from your blog content, run polls, get people talking.
Yeah.
The article mentions the value of building communities, too. Platforms like Slack, Facebook groups, or LinkedIn groups, like Gong, they have this Visioneer community. It's a way to connect directly with customers, get feedback,
Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah, cultivate a sense of community around your brand. It's powerful stuff.
Okay, number 4 is a bit counterintuitive. It says, don't focus so much on selling. But wait, isn't the whole point of business to sell things?
It seems that way, right? But here's the thing. This strategy is about shifting the focus.
Okay.
Instead of chasing leads who might not even know they need your solution, you create broader awareness and interest.
Yeah.
It's about generating demand for your product category, for the problems it solves.
So you're educating the market, you're planting a seed before you're like, hey, buy my thing, right?
Precisely. And you know what? Even if it doesn't lead to an immediate purchase, you're nurturing a pool of potential customers
Right.
who are more informed, more receptive. These warmer leads, they're more likely to convert down the road.
Okay, so it's a long game. It's not just about the immediate sale. It's about building that
Yes,
trust.
absolutely. And because you're attracting people who are already aware of their problem, right?
Mm,
They're actively seeking solutions. Even if they don't know about your specific solution yet, they're warmer leads.
okay,
This means your sales team spends less time educating from scratch, leading to lower acquisition costs.
makes sense.
And because these customers have a better understanding of their needs, they are more likely to be satisfied and
Totally.
stick around longer, which reduces churn.
That makes a lot of sense. So strategy number 5 is focus on organic search.
SEO.
SEO, there you go.
Hmm.
Why is that so important, especially for like SaaS startups?
Well, organic search is considered this like cost-effective, highly profitable way to attract customers.
Oh, nice.
You optimize your website, your content to rank well for those keywords your ideal customer is searching for.
Right.
That's the key. And investing in an SEO specialist who knows how to identify and target those high-value keywords, that's crucial.
Right.
You want to drive consistent organic traffic.
And the article mentions a pretty compelling example with Cognism, right? They saw a massive increase in traffic after they implemented a good SEO strategy.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. They went from like 6,000 to 35,000 website visits within a year.
Wow, that's a huge jump.
It just shows you the potential of a well-executed SEO strategy. The article also mentions guest posting on relevant websites. It's like getting endorsements, boosting your authority, which helps with your search engine rankings.
Right, so you're kind of like piggybacking off the credibility of other websites.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, let's move on to number 6. Invest in paid advertising. So even if you're doing really well with organic, paid advertising still has a place.
It does, yeah. While organic traffic is great for long-term growth,
Mm-hmm.
paid ads give you a way to reach your audience more immediately.
Okay.
It's about being present wherever they are online. This includes running targeted campaigns on social media like Facebook, LinkedIn, or using PPC, pay-per-click,
Right.
through Google Ads. It complements your organic efforts, you know?
So you're kind of like hitting them from all sides.
Exactly, meeting potential customers at different stages of their buying journey. And, you know, the article emphasizes setting a clear budget
Okay.
for your paid campaigns. And A/B testing is key, you know? Testing different ad creatives, targeting parameters, making sure you're getting the most out of your investment, making sure those ads are actually working.
Got it. Okay, number 7 is hyper-personalized targeting is a must. Now, this sounds like it goes beyond just using someone's name in an email, right?
Way beyond. We're talking about leveraging intent data.
Okay, what's that?
So this data signals when a potential customer is actively researching solutions like yours online.
Oh, okay.
You can see what they're searching for, what websites they're visiting, the content they're downloading. There are tools that can track all this activity.
Wow, that's pretty sophisticated.
It is. And then you combine this with list segmentation. Right? You create these hyper-personalized cold email campaigns. But the article is really clear. You need high-quality, up-to-date data for this to work. Bad data, it just won't cut it.
So it's about sending the right message at the right time, tailored to what they're actually interested in.
Exactly. You can even set up marketing triggers
Okay.
based on their behavior online, you know. You can automate and optimize those personalized campaigns.
So strategy number 8 is consider account-based marketing.
Mm-hmm.
We touched on ABM earlier, but why is this a good fit for SaaS, especially for certain types of companies?
Right. Well, ABM, it's all about aligning your sales and marketing teams.
Mhm.
They focus on a select group of high-value accounts, the ones that are the best fit for your product. Now, for SaaS companies, especially those with higher-priced offerings or those targeting enterprise-level clients,
Okay.
ABM can be super effective.
How so?
It makes the sales process more efficient. You get a greater return on your investment compared to just broad marketing. The article actually cites Optimizely.com. They highlight the strong ROI that ABM can bring to SaaS.
So it's not for everybody, but if you're targeting those big fish, it can be really effective.
Yeah, but it's also resource intensive. You know, it might not be suitable for all SaaS companies, especially smaller ones.
Right.
So it's a trade-off.
So instead of casting a wide net, you're really honing in on those key accounts. You're putting all your effort into landing those specific customers.
Exactly.
Number 9, Influencers and referrals make a difference. This isn't really unique to SaaS, though, right?
It's not, no. But with SaaS solutions, they often involve a significant investment. They're
Yeah.
deeply integrated into a company's operations.
Yeah.
So trust, social proof, they become really important in that decision-making process.
Gotcha.
Positive reviews, testimonials from happy customers, they carry a lot of weight. And the article, it emphasizes the importance of a good customer success team,
Okay, yeah.
If your customers are happy, they're more likely to recommend you to others.
Word of mouth is powerful.
It really is.
Yeah.
And referral programs, offering incentives for existing customers to bring in new ones, that
Yeah.
can be super effective. And then you have collaborations with subject matter experts or, well-known figures in your industry. They can lend credibility, expand your reach. So it's all about leveraging that existing trust.
Right. They already have that audience. You're kind of tapping into it.
Yeah, exactly. And finally, we have strategy number 10, try before you buy. Which makes sense, right? For a product that's not physical, demos and freemium models are essential.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you got to let people experience it.
You do. A personalized demo, it lets potential buyers see the software in action. They understand its capabilities,
Right.
How it can actually address their needs, and they can ask questions. It also gives the sales team a chance to really highlight the value proposition.
Okay.
Address concerns. The article also talks about the freemium model, right?
Right.
A basic version of the software is free forever. Then you have the option to upgrade. Asana, Dropbox, HubSpot, they all do this really well.
So it lowers the barrier to entry.
Yeah, it does.
It's like, try it, you'll like it, and if you want more, you can pay for it.
Exactly. It lets users experience the value firsthand before they commit.
Okay. So we've covered the 10 key strategies. But how do these companies actually know if it's all working?
That's the million-dollar question, right?
It is. So how do you measure success in the SaaS world?
The article breaks down 9 key metrics.
Okay.
Let's go through them. First up, website traffic. But it's more than just the raw numbers, right?
Just because people are visiting your site doesn't mean they're actually doing anything.
Exactly. You got to analyze what visitors are doing once they arrive.
Okay.
Bounce rate, for example, tells you the percentage of visitors who leave after viewing just one page.
Right.
And then you have conversion rates, the percentage of visitors who do something specific, like download a resource or request a demo. These metrics give you insights into the quality of your traffic and the effectiveness of your website. Tools like Google Analytics, they're essential here.
Right.
You can see what content is resonating, identify potential issues with navigation or SEO. So high traffic, but a high bounce rate.
Yeah.
It could mean you're attracting the wrong people or your content just isn't hitting the mark.
Right. They're coming, but they're not finding what they need.
Exactly.
Okay. Second metric is brand search volume. What does this tell us?
Brand search volume, it tracks how often people are searching specifically for your brand name.
On Google, you mean?
Yeah, on search engines. It's a direct measure of brand awareness.
Gotcha.
The more people are searching for you, the more recognition you have.
So if I'm constantly Googling the deep dive,
Right.
that means we're doing something right.
Exactly, yeah. And there are tactics to increase this volume,
Like what?
including your brand name and blog titles, meta descriptions,
All right.
even bidding on your own brand keywords in paid search campaigns.
Interesting.
It's also good to compare your brand search volume to your competitors, see how you stack up.
Right. Get a sense of where you stand in the market.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Third metric, product page entrances. Why is this so important?
Your product pages, that's where the magic happens.
Yeah, so-
It's where potential customers go when they're seriously considering you,
Yeah.
They want to see features, benefits. By monitoring the traffic to these pages,
Okay.
you can gauge whether your messaging is clear, if you're providing the right information,
Right.
and if the page is actually user-friendly, guiding them to the next step. You can look at metrics like average time spent on the page,
Go ahead.
click-through rates on those calls to action. High traffic, but low engagement or conversions
Yeah.
could indicate a problem with messaging, design, the whole user experience.
Gotcha. So metric number 4 is the number of conversions. What are we tracking here in the SaaS world?
Conversions, those are the key actions you want people to take
Mhm.
as they move through your sales funnel. It could be downloading a white paper, signing up for a trial, requesting a demo, even making a purchase. You track the number of conversions at each stage of the funnel.
Right.
You see how many leads you're generating, how many become qualified prospects, how many turn into paying customers.
So you can see where people are dropping off, where you need to maybe like refine the process.
Exactly. It's about tracking the entire journey from awareness to loyal customer.
Okay, metric number 5 is the quality of leads. How do you actually assess that? How do you know if a lead is a good fit?
Just having a lot of leads isn't enough.
Right. It's about quality over quantity.
Exactly. You want the right kind of leads, the ones who match your ideal customer profile, those who have a need for your solution,
Right.
and who are more likely to buy. Lead scoring is a great technique here.
No.
You assign points based on characteristics like industry, company size, job title, and behavior online, like website visits or downloads.
So you're basically ranking them based on how likely they are to be a good customer.
Yeah, it helps your sales team prioritize. Think of it like a dating app. Companies are trying to figure out which matches are the best long-term fit.
I like that analogy.
Yeah.
So metric number 6 is cost per lead, CPL. What does this tell us?
CPL, it tells you how much it's costing you to acquire a single lead through your marketing. By tracking it across all your channels and campaigns, you can see which ones are the most efficient,
Right.
which ones are giving you the most bang for your buck.
So you know where to put your money, where to maybe cut back.
Exactly. It's about allocating your budget wisely.
Okay, metric number 7 is customer lifetime value, CLV. Why is this so important for SaaS companies?
CLV represents the total revenue you expect to generate from a single customer.
Over the entire time they're a customer.
Yes, throughout their entire relationship with your business. Understanding this is crucial. It helps you determine how much you can spend to acquire new customers.
Yep.
You know, your customer acquisition costs. We'll get to that next.
Okay.
And it helps you identify which customers are the most valuable over the long term. You know, should you focus on small businesses, large enterprises? It informs your decisions about customer retention efforts as well.
So you're not just thinking about the first sale, you're thinking about the big picture.
Exactly.
All right, metric number 8 is customer acquisition cost, or CAC. How does this tie in with CLV?
CAC is the total cost to acquire a new customer, including all your marketing and sales expenses. Ideally, your CLV should be much higher than your CAC.
So you're making more money from the customer than it costs you to get them.
Precisely. That means you have a healthy business model. A high CAC compared to CLV, that could signal some problems.
Okay.
Maybe inefficiencies in your marketing, issues with customer retention. Keeping your CAC as low as possible, that's key.
It's all about the ROI, right?
Absolutely.
All right, last metric, number 9, customer churn. We talked about this a bit earlier. Why is it so important to keep an eye on this?
Customer churn is the rate at which your customers cancel their subscriptions. And in the SaaS world, minimizing churn is everything.
Yeah, because if you're constantly losing customers,
It's a leaky bucket.
you're fighting an uphill battle.
Exactly. Retaining existing customers is much cheaper than acquiring new ones.
Makes sense.
High churn can really hurt your growth. So monitoring your churn rate, understanding why people cancel, and taking steps to improve customer satisfaction and retention, that's essential. Engage with your customers, get their feedback. That can really help you reduce churn.
It's all about keeping those people happy.
It is, yeah. Think about like Netflix or Spotify, you know. If a lot of people are canceling, that's churn, and it's a big problem for them.
Right. It's a sign that something's not working.
Exactly. So it's a direct reflection of customer happiness and ultimately the viability of your business.
So we've covered the strategies, the metrics. Now, the article has this handy FAQ section.
Oh, yeah.
Just some common questions. Anything in there that stood out to you?
Yeah, it reinforces this idea that a balanced approach is best.
Okay.
You know, a mix of inbound marketing, outbound, and ABM.
So don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. And it stresses the importance of good data.
Right.
High-quality, GDPR-compliant data. Invest in good sales intelligence tools.
Yeah.
Don't just buy lists of leads. They're often outdated and ineffective. Data quality matters.
Absolutely. Now, what about outdated techniques? What should people avoid?
There are a few things the article mentions, like gating your content behind long forms.
Yeah, nobody wants to fill those out.
It can scare people away. Also, focusing solely on MQLs.
Marketing qualified leads.
Yeah. You got to track their progression through the pipeline all the way to close deals.
Right, you need to see the whole picture.
Exactly. And those expensive, lengthy white papers, they might not be the best use of resources anymore. Think about creating content that's easier to consume.
Right, like videos, blog posts, interactive stuff.
Yeah, more digestible.
Okay, so to wrap it all up, what's the key takeaway from our deep dive into SaaS marketing in 2025?
I think it boils down to this.
Yeah.
Success in SaaS marketing is about building relationships. It's about showing the value of your product, especially when it's not a physical thing.
Right.
And you need a mix of digital tactics measured by specific metrics. You focus on acquisition, but you also focus on retention.
You got to keep those customers happy.
You do, yeah. So as you, the listener, go about your day and you encounter all these different software companies and their marketing, think about what we've discussed. See if you notice any shifts in how they're communicating their value. What are their priorities?
Right. It's a different lens to look through, for sure.
It is. Pay attention to those tactics in the wild. It might just change how you view the software you use every day.
It's all around us. It's everywhere.
It is, yeah. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.
Absolutely. Until next time.
See you later. Take care.